Hey, what's up, everybody at America's Best Restaurants? It's Luis again, back with another episode of the places you need to eat at on a weekly basis. Today, we're at a restaurant called Krimmer's Italianette Pizzeria. We're here with Fritz, who's the owner. So Fritz, tell me, what is Krimmer's?
Krimmer's is a neighborhood, old-fashioned pizzeria, and good times, good beer, and great food.
Love it, love it. So in every episode, we focus on 3 things you need to have when you come here. What are we having today, Fritz?
Well, we're gonna have the Deluxe 7 pizza.
Okay.
It's a big, hearty pizza with a lot of toppings on it.
Okay.
I guess we could do a homemade lasagna.
Okay.
And we'll maybe do one of the sandwiches that we do, one of the hoagie sandwiches. We got quite a few.
Awesome. So I know you're hungry because you're watching this. I'm hungry because of everything he just said. And I love Italian food. So why don't you just come with us? Let's go check it out. All right, everybody, so we are back with the 3 items you must have when you come here. But first, you and I were talking off camera and you told me the story of how you were able to get your first location. And I gotta have them hear it. I mean, that story is just so awesome. So can you tell everybody how you were able to get your first location?
Okay, well, I'll start off with the part of me trying to get a loan at a bank at the age of 18 and knowing that I wasn't gonna be able to get the loan. Okay. So, but I wanted to go through the whole process and got denied the loan and no collateral, nothing in my pocket. And so I went to my grandfather and laid out my business proposal for him. And he said he'd get back to me. And 2 weeks later, he calls me and I went to his house and pulls out this little black book. And it's got every dime that he has lent to anybody just about his whole life. Wow. And my dad's the oldest of 8 kids or something like that. And so he starts laying out, you know, I let your aunt this, I let your uncle this, and he starts showing me and he's like, and they've not all paid me back. You know, he's like, your aunt borrowed a quart of oil from me in October 10th in 1970, whatever, and she's never paid me back for it. He goes, and then he came to my dad's page and it was a small page and he said, and I want to show you your dad, every dime he's ever borrowed has paid me back on time. And that's the only reason I'm going to give you this loan. And so that's why I got the loan. And I was able to pay him off a couple years early, and it was a bank loan too. It was the going interest rate and late fees, and it was a bank loan. And so yeah, but that's how it got started.
That's cool. That's just a great story, man. I just wanted to get that on video because that's unique. That's just a great story.
Yeah.
That gives character to the business. It gives personality to the business.
Sure.
Because, you know, your grandfather helped you out in such a unique way. I mean, and I'm sure you saw your grandfather in a completely different light when he came out with that book. You're like, what's happening right now, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah, most definitely. My grandfather was a very interesting guy, and always had something funny to say, and but was just a hard worker. You know, first generation American, and just a hard worker. Worked the farm, worked at GE, just always saved, and wasn't a rich man, but was a frugal man, and like I said, he had 8 kids, and I think it's 8. And right. But you're right. So, but yeah. So, it was. I learned at a young age to listen to my grandfather, my dad. Awesome. They just gave me a lot of good advice. So, getting that loan from him, it was special. It really was.
Oh, yeah.
That he trusted my dad that much, and then respected my dad that much to then, you know, give me a chance.
That's awesome.
And, yeah.
That's awesome. Well, you know, and what you have now, of course, you made your grandfather proud. I mean, that's awesome. It all kind of comes back around, and it was meant to be. So I'm you know, thank you so much for sharing that story, because that's awesome. I just wanted everybody to hear it. So now everybody, look, we have the 3 items that you must have when you come here. So starting here, tell me, what do we have?
Well, all our sandwiches are good, our hoagie sandwiches. This here is the ham and turkey club.
Okay.
With, you know, just generous portions of meat, good top of the line deli meats with bacon we cook here, about 1,000 pounds every week. and it's just a really good hearty sandwich. You'll leave filled and it can't beat the taste.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now the main event, what do we got?
So all our pizzas are good. This is the most popular one. It's the Deluxe 7. It's got pepperoni and sausage and mushrooms and onions and bacon again. Big strips of bacon.
Oh yeah.
And you know,
that's awesome.
Fresh dough, house-made dough. Everything we do is fresh. Vegetables cut fresh every day. You know, and then I like to think of our pizza as being like a hearty pizza. Yeah. A hearty American pizza. There's all kinds of different styles of pizza, and this is the kind of pizza that'll fill you up, feed your family.
Love it.
And you leave satisfied.
That's awesome. And then what do we got here?
And then this is our homemade lasagna, which is my mom's recipe.
Oh, cool.
That she's given a torch to my wife, and my wife makes all the lasagna for both places.
Wow.
And so yeah, and that was kind of torture for my mom to give that recipe up, especially to my wife. But yeah, so yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So Fritz, how can people find out more information about your restaurant?
Well, you can go to Krimmer's, Italianettepizza.com.
Okay.
And we're also on Facebook. And then, you know, just give us a call. We'll take care of you.
Love it. You can also reach them by smoke signals, Telegram, whatever you want, but they also have a full listing on americasbestrestaurants.com. This place is awesome. It's humongous inside. They also even have another room on the side where you guys do birthday parties, events, and things like that, right?
Yeah, anything anybody in the community needs, that room's for, so.
Love it. Love it. That's awesome. So look, if you're traveling, this place is very, very easy to find. It's a huge building. If you're local, you need to be here on a weekly basis. If you aren't already on a weekly basis, you're missing out. I'll tell you that right now. This place is certified legit. And we're gonna go ahead and sign off now. I'm hungry, Ryan's hungry, Tanya, who's sitting back there, is hungry, Fritz is hungry. We're gonna see you guys on the next one.